Shotgun, boom, boom. Don't worry, it's not a real shotgun. It's just vanilla fudge. Firing one out of the cannon with that one. Yeah, shotgun, just like the title goes, right? Shotgun. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So anyway, it's Friday Cheers right over here. There's the Boston traffic right there. I know Jack the Vinyl Martini's a big fan. Anthony's a huge fan. I've never witnessed anybody driving in Boston traffic like him. He's great. I wish he was my co-pilot. Amazing. And I know Embryonic, he likes it too. Loves that Boston traffic. Shotgun, babies. Yeah, looks like I'm having a little psychedelic Sunday on a Friday. Yeah, I've got a problem already. There's my hand, but bigger problem here is someone's taking my chair. Yeah, get comfortable, Colton, for a minute, and you're out. Yeah, let me shut this down over here. On this Friday Cheers, yes, much less eventful than last Friday, but it's good to get a little mellow. A lot of activity going on. Colton, sorry, my man. Yes, attack. No, you don't need to attack, my man. Just chill. All right, God. All right, you go do you, Colton, over there in the window. Neighborhood watch. So anyway, yeah, just this high-end tripod. So yes, courtesy of none other than Steve at All the World's a Stage. Yes, sadly missed last weekend, but good news is, Steve, the consensus is we're on a roll for next year for a repeat. So, damn it, I'll get you here. So anyway, yeah, man, the kindest guy in the VC, made all these shirts for everybody. I mean, I've got a box of CDs from Steve's Purge, so he's been going through his collection. There he is, if you don't know, that handsome mug right there with that Black Crowes album that I also have. I'm too lazy to get up and go over and get it. I have a CD copy of this. Really good live album at the Greek Theater. Anyway, that is Steve, and I could go on and on about Steve all day, but instead, I'm going to keep that open for Colton in case he has to escape. Got to talk about a bunch of other stuff here on this Friday Cheers. So, yeah, so Steve sent me a box of CDs, so I haven't even opened the box, Steve, with all the activity recently, so I'm going to go through those, and I'll be doing another video with those. So again, thank you to Steve at All the World's a Stage, and everybody should be sending Steve a thank you that was at the party last Saturday, because honestly, yeah, Steve, all these shirts, just amazing. So anyway, what do we got today? So another guy here. We got mail call first. Right there from Portsmouth, England. You know him as PC31, the Vinyl Policeman. Of course, that's Mike right there. Unboxing yet another box set. Giant Clash box set. Just watched that earlier today. So there he is. He's got over 1 million subscribers now. He's at 1.18 million. So let's get him to 1.2 million. Super guy, amazing guy. And so he knows I like the postcards. So right here, I don't know if Mike lives next door to Charles Dickens' house. It's possible. But yeah, he says, hey, hi Mike, Patty, and Colton. Hope you're having a great summer. We were having a good summer until we lost to the Spanish at football. From Mike, Karen, and Ollie. Beautiful. This was Charles Dickens' birthplace in 1812. Fantastic. Thank you, Mike. That's going on the current display right there on the rickshaw guy up there. So that's Mike, PC31. That's our mail call. Speaking of the Boston traffic, there's Embryonic. There he is sitting in the video, or in his video. So he posted part 3 of the MGK party. Colton's just chewing on the paper down there. He's just enjoying that. So I phoned Brian, and then I went and picked him up he was staying at this luxurious roadside motel. Really, really, really nice. Strangely enough, though, his brain didn't work in his shower, and there was no concierge. I'm baffled by it because it was a very impressive looking spot. The framing him in, go on Yelp and look up the reviews. Very entertaining. Brian hasn't written one yet on Yelp. He's not a Yelp guy. I think he did one on another thing, but yeah, but Friday Cheers. Anyway, that's Embryonic. Amazing guy. I'm telling you, when I met these people last weekend, it's just like Brian said, No big surprises, except the one was Alex was more funnier in person, if you can believe it. Very dry, really, really hilarious. Yeah, so this time today, last Friday, I was sitting in Anthony's hot tub. There he is right there with his Pink Floyd Animals reissue special thing, in front of the Larry Bird thing, and lots of things going on. So I was sitting in the hot tub out there. I'm not going to take my shirt off today. Too many women jumping over the fence and clamoring to get near me. So I like to keep my shirt on most of the time because it causes confusion with the ladies. They don't know what to do. So anyway, I was over at Anthony's and he gave me some stuff. Gave me this Duke Robillard, awesome. Yeah, guy from Rhode Island right there. You know him from Roomful of Blues. Yeah, and then of course this Journey Live. He knows I like Journey, so that's really cool. I had that CD, and then it grew legs at one point, and Anthony, in his amazing thrifting adventures, found that for me. He also found this, Neil Young, On the Beach. It's funny because Jack the Vinyl Martini, he was here last weekend hanging out. He said when he was working at a record store in Toronto in the early 70s, when this album came out, it had boxes of them. They couldn't sell them, couldn't give it away, and I can't find it at record shows. Anthony finds it over at Savers and got a great deal, and I got a great deal because he gave it to me as a gift. So that's an amazing Neil Young album. My favorite track on this, easily See the Sky About to Rain. Just a beautiful song. Yeah, really amazing. All right, also from Anthony, late great Loretta Lynn, album called I Lie. This looks to be, it's later years, 1982, from Loretta. Always room for some more Allman Brothers in the collection. It's just a best of Dwayne. There he is fishing on the back. I have Best of Dwayne Volume 2, so this is nice to get this one too. So yeah, late great Dwayne Allman. A lot of late greats here today. And then this was sitting there, and I guess this was this triad because Alex at Beer and Vinyl was saying this one, this is a New World Record, Discovery, and Out of the Blue was like this sort of triad you needed to get. Of ELO right there. So this completes the triad. Thank you, Anthony, at Gambler812. So now I'm going to enter a contest. Yeah, so he's rebranded himself. This is our old friend Doug Anderson right here. Same guy, different channel. He's now calling it the Auditory Vinyl. So he's at 660 subs. Let's get him to 1,000. Let's do it tonight. So it's just like a PBS funding drive. Do it now. Don't wait. Just do it. Get over there and subscribe and help Doug out, and because he's on this contest, and the contest is called 1, 2, 3, Go, Boom, and there he is with his Missing Persons album. I'm a fan. I think that's Dale Bozzio and Terry Bozzio. I don't know. Yeah. So I got to look at these questions here. So bear with me. It's 3 things he's asking us to do here. So shout out a channel. Number 1 here. Shout out a channel and show one record you might see on that channel. So I thought that was interesting. So yeah, Gary over at Physical Format Jazz, he would probably show this album. The Colin Concerts, Keith Jarrett. I can't say this anymore with a straight face because Gary would never show that, but it's a running joke. Gary would show this though. Big fan of Joan Jett. There he is right there with one of her later works right there. There's Gary at Physical Format. Rock and roll. It's not jazz, but that's just my odd sense of humor, and I get a kick out of it, and so does Gary, I think. I think when he has insomnia now, he's actually going to listen to some jazz because he said it puts him to sleep. So anyway, Gary would like this. Of course, Joan Jett's first band, the debut, the Runaways right here, and it's amazing. Cherry Bomb. Come on, if you don't know that, look it up. All right, so what's the next question here? Show 2 albums you rarely see in the vinyl community. Well, I can do that. I've shown this one before because I'm the only one that's ever shown it. Anybody that's into any krautrock, of course, this is Holger Zuke. He was in the band Can. Huge krautrock pioneers. This is called Der Osten ist Rot because they were from Germany, and as the East is red, right? It's just kind of weird, loopy, experimental, industrial, I guess. I don't know how to describe this. I bought this when it came out, and I was only in 10th grade, but I started listening to college radio at that point. And I was up in Ottawa, and I bought this German import, I should say. And in 1984 on Virgin. The Photo song is actually a pretty funny song. He tries to sing on that. It's really weird. There's Holger right there, and I don't know who this guy is, but that's Holger Zuke. He just passed a couple of years ago. But certainly Con, very well respected on the krautrock scene. So there's Holger Zuke. Only time I've ever seen it is on this channel. Same with this one. It's the Cactus debut. So I was playing Vanilla Fudge earlier. So you had Carmen Apiece and Tim Bogert. Both were ex-members, and they formed Cactus right here. So I think this band was formed in Michigan. Because I knew Vanilla Fudge, I think, was from the States, but those two guys formed this spin-off. Look at that, right? Talk about some great hair, right? I could go for that, right? I always say that, old joke, but, you know, I'm a repetitive guy with the jokes, so hum along with the jokes. So anyway, it's Cactus. Weird thing I noticed here, it looks like he's wearing a glove. That's kind of weird, and this guy's wearing like a fur coat from the Ben Rankin's 1968 collection. Well, actually, this would have been Ben Rankin's 1970 collection. Right there. So anyway, records you don't often see in the vinyl community. That's the self-titled Cactus debut right there. If you like heavy blues, psych rock, just like that Vanilla Fudge that I played earlier, you're going to dig that. So what do we got? Number 3 here. Show the albums that have one artist, but he or she has to be in 3 different bands. It's hard to describe. It's basically show an artist that's been played on 3 different incarnations, and you can throw in a solo album. So I'm going to start with Stephen Stills, right? So he, of course, is the debut of Crosby, Stills, Nash, and this was released in 1969. There's Steve down there hanging on the couch. Not much more I can say about that album. And before that, he was in Buffalo Springfield. So this is their second album here. This is from 1967. It's called Again, because we're coming at you again with our second release. Really good. Good version of Mr. Soul that, of course, Neil Young always incorporated that. He was in the band with Stephen Stills there. And then later CSNY, after CSN, blah, blah, blah. You all know that. And Manassas here. So this is like a double concept album. Each side had a different concept. I can't remember what they are. Chris Hillman from the Byrds, of course, in this outfit, amongst all these other personnel right here. Really, really wicked, just amazing. Arguably my favorite Stephen Stills involved album, if you will. So that's going to close out this contest for Doug right here. Auditory vinyl, the Auditory vinyl. Get over there and get Doug to get him to 1,000, whatever. Just push those subs up. All right, what do we got next? Yeah, just some stuff. I showed that picture of Gary. There he's looking. Lo-fi slideshow for Brian Embryonic. This is just some stuff I got recently. Dylan and the Dead. So. What are they called? Anthony over at Gambler 812, Steve at All the World's a Stage recommended them. I can't think of it. They're from Pennsylvania. It's a record store, and it's actually a brick and mortar. There's the boys right there. So this is Dylan and the Dead from 1986, 87, right here. So I had a CD copy of this forever. It had Skip on it, and I was bummed about that. So this was a $22 record. Really amazing. Just sounds fantastic. It's just like it came out yesterday. Really psychedelic cover here with the skull and roses, just like this right here. And then you got Bob Dylan over here with the Dead playing. The Dead were his band on this, right? Just terrific. Some reggae over here. Inni Kamos. This is really good, of course, with Sly Dunbar, Robbie Shakespeare producing and playing on this. Wicked reggae. Sly and Robbie present this special re-release of a classic vinyl record, originally released in 1979 or 1980, and then it was released in 1986, featuring performances recorded at the Town and Country, which is a famous punk club in London, England, but they would have some reggae acts. So this was a new pressing. Of course, you can see the barcode on the back. This is brand new. So the Taxi label right here that Sly and Robbie released most of their early material on. Yeah, you'll probably be surprised to see this one. I actually really like it. There I am back there with Sebastian Bach in the corner. Yeah, there's the guys right here. These guys are kind of like Cinderella. They weren't like 80s hair metal. They were kind of heavy, wicked blues rock. I take this over Guns N' Roses any day of the week. Odd choice of pink. Maybe that's why it was $11.98 for this on Relayer. Not sure what that is, but yeah, I'm having a hard time remembering. Spirit of Vinyl. No, that's our friend Craig. There's a the store. I can't think of it. I'll leave a link to the latest video to the store that I bought these from in the description. And lastly, we got the debut from Tame Impala over at Newbury Comics, a local store here, which sells all new records. This is a $45 record. This was $25 at this store in Pennsylvania. just really amazing. And so Tame Impala, friends of Ben Rankins from Australia, their debut Inner Speaker right there. So that's going to round out another Friday Cheers, having a blue ribbon. So get over there and check out Embryonic's latest video. He did a 3-parter on the party last weekend. I'll leave a link to that one, and then you can backtrack and do whatever you do. So any of the channels I mentioned here, I'll leave links in the description. And I'll say a final cheers. Colton's playing shy. He got burnt out last weekend, so I'll see you next time.